hopefully this doesn't black out here. If it does, I will pause and stop and try to fix it. But I thought I'd kind of take the time out right here, and also if the phone rings, I'll have to pause as well. My mom was supposed to be calling to let me know where she's at. But anyway, I thought I'd take the time out to finally showcase all of the Transformer figures that I have. Not the movies, not the comics or anything, just the figures. You know, the ones that we used to play with as kids as well as nowadays collect. So let's start off here, shall we? And as you can see, we're starting off with the Optimus Prime. This is Optimus Prime from the first Transformer movie back in 2007, the first live-action one. I have never transformed him. Here's the thing: I've never transformed him into truck mode. And the reason for that, folks, is because I'm not somebody that wants to, well, I wouldn't mind probably transforming him, but the thing is, for me, it's more about the fact that I'd rather just, if I have a shelf, like when I used to live on my own in Kansas, I used to have them on top of my dresser drawer. I want people to basically see what they look like, not in vehicle mode, but in like robot mode, basically see what they look like. So, and the thing is, again, I wouldn't mind transforming him, but the thing to me is I don't want to go through that back and forth. Now, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The reason I have never really done a full-fledged video on my basically showcasing all the Transformers I have is it's kind of like this. I have a nephew. I have some nephews, if you will. I have some nephews, and one nephew always likes to try to play with these things, and I try to get it through to his head. They're not to play. They're for collecting. And I mean, I understand if he wants to play with them and everything, but my main fear is, folks, my main fear, and I know this may sound a little self-centered to some people, but if you're a true Transformer fan and collector, you might understand where I'm coming from. I just don't want the parts to go missing. I don't want nothing to get broken. So I'm not saying that my nephews would break them, but I just don't want to chance it. Especially when you have a nephew that's 8 years old, and then you have a nephew that would be interested in Transformers, but is interested in other things besides that, like painting, coloring. Again, you just don't want to take that chance. So again, we're starting off here with the Transformers 2007 version of Optimus Prime. Let me see if this thing still works. It's supposed to do something here, I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. My dog's wondering what that is. That's our dog right there, so. But, yeah, that's what he does, so. That's pretty cool. And I got this at Walmart. I was working at Walmart at the time, so I decided to pick it up with my discount, and, there you go. So there's Optimus Prime. I've had this hidden away. I've had them all hidden away because, again, I don't want my nephews to, get a hold of them or anything. So, okay, well, that's that one. Again, I'm checking to make sure that this thing doesn't go out on me. And speaking of Optimus Prime, oh, here's a big one. This cost me about almost, I think, about $20, $25, $30 maybe at Walmart. And there goes the part. This was actually showcased, you may recognize it, at BotCon a year before it came out. This is the 25th anniversary of Optimus Prime. This is the 25th anniversary figurine, or statuesque, whatever you want to call it. 25th anniversary. Get a grip for him there. And again, I think this cost me about $30 to maybe $40. I can't really remember what the price range was. But when I saw this at BotCon, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to get this because I'm going to own it. I'm going to get this because I want to own it. So, that's what I did. I went and I bought it. As soon as I saw this at Walmart, I said, I got to buy this, and that's what I did. Many of you may have this. I'm not really sure. But if some of you that those that do, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I've showcased this before when I individually looked up on it. But as you can see here, you can open up his little, his face, not his face, but his windows. And then when you do that and you open this up, you have the matrix right there inside. Now, the thing is, it's supposed to glow. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to do that. I can't remember. I don't know if you're supposed to press it or something. But it glows. The matrix in here does glow. I do know that. Again, I try to hide this because I don't want my nephews or anybody getting a hold of it. Now, again, just like my other Optimus I just showed you, I've never transformed him. Because one, I don't want to go through that. And the thing is, I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather have him displayed the way he is. And again, I know any longtime fans of Transformers and who are collectors as well understand exactly where I'm coming from. You guys know what I'm saying. You guys kind of get what I'm talking about here. But yeah, I really don't want people to, kind of, look at him just in truck mode. I want him to see him the way he is. Now, of course, he comes with his gun. He comes with a Megatron gun, believe it or not. And then, of course, down here, you got the little stand, little podium he's on. And these have kind of, it's not the same voice actor. It's not Peter Cullen, but somebody else that basically did his own reversion, basically that was brought in to do their own reversion of certain lines from the Transformers '86 movie. For example, listen.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
There's one.
I want you to make a special run to Autobot City.
There's two.
Megatron must be stopped.
There's three.
All we need is a little energon and a lot of luck.
There's four. And then you got the two Transforming sounds, I think, to vehicle mode and back. So that's pretty good. And again, the four sayings, you can obviously tell are not Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen, who I think they should have just had the original sayings for that. But that's okay. It's actually a pretty good thing. And if you have not gotten this yet, I don't know if it's still selling out there. I don't know if it's still for sale out there like a Toys R Us or something. Because if it's not, I can tell you this: you go to eBay or you go to Crave, and these things are going to be selling like hotcakes for very possible high prices. So, but yeah, that's my other Optimus Prime. Let me move that over here. And then, speaking of Optimus, you can't have an Optimus Prime without having the original. Now, I can't really say whether or not this is the original. I think this is one of the reissued ones. But that's what I'm kind of understanding. But I think it is one of the originals. I'm not really sure. But I got this for about $50 off eBay. That's right, $50 off eBay. This was something, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a Transformer fan like I am, like I was and still am, always will be, the one toy you always wanted when it came to Transformers was Optimus Prime. That's the toy that you wanted. You wanted your parents to go out there and get you an Optimus Prime. And I wanted Optimus Prime as a kid. I wanted the original. However, my parents, I guess, didn't have the money to get me the original, but around 1988, 89, I think it was 88, they kind of, around 88, 89 or something like that, they made up for it when they got me Power Master Prime. That's right, I don't know what happened to it, but I had a Power Master Optimus Prime. And I know they're reissuing that, so I gotta look for it. Maybe I can find an original somewhere. But I had a Power Master Optimus Prime. And I was happy. Because that was something that, even though it wasn't the original, that was something to behold. Now, the thing is, of course, for some of you that know how he transforms, it's real easy. And I'll just do it real quickly here.